supposed to be reported in.
But that was under a different administrative leadership.
Okay, that's fine.
And we knew the error was there. And they worked very hard to correct it this year.
Yes, he has.
And I think
He's worked very hard.
Mary Lou and I are both very comfortable with the numbers as they are in his report, which you do not have.
Okay. I will withhold my tongue until I see that report then.
Okay. Next selectmen's meeting is on February 28th, and all I've got is this for the rest of the mail,
Non-circular file.
Are you going to see Virginia
unless you want to see
the
it.
next day or two to work on everything?
Playground, something.
No.
I usually will work on it at home and then drop
Do you
it
have
by.
anything else?
Nah.
I usually,
I had that thing on the balance that she gave me.
So how are you just standing there back in the back of the room and I got
It's
you here,
getting
so I'm gonna throw
warm.
some questions out at you. So how is the state of the union in Wakefield and Brookfield?
Harmonious.
Crime's down?
Yes.
That is good.
I-
Anything new and exciting we should know about?
Not necessarily, no.
you have no.
Crime is probably on an even keel. It hasn't gone up or it hasn't gone down. And we're trying to get out more and, stick our heads in places that we don't always stick our heads into, and in the nooks and crannies, and try and flush out anybody that's trying to do wrong.
When do we meet the new police officer?
When would you like to meet the new police officer?
Just, we're meeting on the 28th, perhaps she could stop in and say hello, so we would recognize her.
Sure. 28th of this month.
This month?
February.
It's 2 weeks from now.
I don't know, our schedule changes this week coming up, she should be on nights, so that can happen. What day of the week is that?
Tuesday. We meet the second and fourth Tuesdays,
That'll work.
6:30 on.
And if it doesn't work, I'll make it work. So you can meet her.
No, we've signed off on all the paperwork, we just haven't got a face to go with it.
Why don't you go speeding that night and you can meet her?
That's one way. Be more than happy to bring her by, so you can say hi.
No,
And she
it'd be
can say
nice.
hi to you guys.
It would be nice.
Yep.
Anything
Well,
else?
I would just like to say that I'm very appreciative of the job that the Wakefield Police Department does over here. Their commitment to Brookfield has greatly improved over the years from when I first started, and I thank them for that.
Well, we appreciate that. We enjoy giving you the services.
It's very encouraging to see all of the people that are caught and prosecuted.
Yes.
Because, was it, one bus was 4 people for breaking and entering,
Yes.
and among others.
Yeah.
So it's always good to see them apprehended, and interesting to see what the judge does to them sometimes, though. That's a different story.
So how many full-time officers do we have now?
10.
How many part-time?
7. 24 hours a day.
They got a lot of territory to cover, they do.
Yeah, they do.
Because it's Wakefield, East Wakefield, Union, Brookfield, Sanborn.
Correct. 24 hours a day,
Sanborn.
365 days a year.
Yeah. They're like the postman, rain, snow, sleet,
That's
sun.
right. You need something, we're there. No matter what.
Anything else for the meeting?
No.
This meeting is adjourned.
Well, wait a minute, under the wire.
Just have announcements, 2 announcements. Tomorrow,
Oh, yeah.
8:30 a.m. is the County Commissioners Meeting. You can watch all the Commissioners meetings on GovernmentOversite.com. And there's also a Stratford Regional Planning Commission scheduled for Friday at 9 a.m.
I love the plug.
Should the county sheriff be at that county meeting?
Okay, there was a very boisterous Wakefield citizen up at the commissioner's office, and he kind of got the commissioners up kind of panicked because of his actions. So they first had a sheriff's deputy, sit in the room, somewhat like a, what do you call it, the arms person in the...
Sergeant at Arms?
Sergeant of Arms. And now they have a panic button. There are 2 panic buttons now. So lots of stuff are happening up at the county.
So when do we get our panic button?
He arrived already. I mean,
I didn't have to hear, he's here.
Now, you might be hearing things in the newspaper about a pellet boiler up at the county for the nursing home. It was purchased through a grant from the federal government,
I remember that.
and they seem to have never factored in how much it was going to cost to hook it up. They did put bids
Oops.
out. They put bids out to find out how much it would cost. The contractor that built the nursing home, Bonner, Page and Stone, they were awarded a bid, not in a secret meeting, but a very hurried meeting, not on a regular schedule. It's a little confusing because the commissioners are supposed to get anything over $5,000 expenditure, they're supposed to get authorization through the delegation. Now, I'm still having trouble. I've been following this from the beginning, but I still have to go back and watch all the videotapes to find out were they in fact given the authorization. So there is going to be an investigation started by the Attorney General's office to find out what exactly happened in that, if it was procedural mistake or something else. But in my opinion only, it's very difficult to see the difference between corruption and, what do you call it, not incoherence, what's the word?
Incompetence?
Malfeasance?
It's hard to see the difference in that sometimes. So there has to be an investigation to find out, was there wrongdoing? Was there not wrongdoing? Apparently was not done with transparency enough where the public is comfortable enough.
Do they know how much the installation bid is?
Oh, the installation bid was $375,000.
So it was over their $5,000.
To pipe in a boiler?
Yes.
What are they doing, running all new pipe?
Well, no, actually, the
These are
other issue is where they were going to put the pellet boiler. They agreed the pellet boiler is going to go in the old nursing home, and then it will be
Oh,
piped
that's right.
to the new nursing home, which is totally feasible. It can be done that
Well,
way.
with 300,000, you build a whole new building.
That's probably what they have to do with the old building.
But a pellet furnace is going to have an exhaust stack, and that is upwind of the new nursing home.
Oh,
Yeah, but the exhaust from a pellet boiler, it burns so clean
Okay.
that there's pretty much, the wood pellets burn so clean that there's maybe a little wisp when it starts up if it's from a cold start, but once it's up and running, it's barely
how
noticeable.
about something with that large? I mean, you're talking about a home unit, but how about something?
These are big. They're big, and there's steam vapor sort of
Yeah.
coming out of the stack most all the time.
That's okay, that little old lady with emphysema won't mind.
Leave the windows closed.
This is why it's very important to pay attention to what's going on up at the county. It does raise your taxes. It does affect you. More and more people are showing up at the meetings. There are a lot of newspaper articles written, but you really need to pay attention to what's going on.
Appreciate your report.
And please watch the videos. Everybody knows you have to work all day, and nobody has time to go up to the Commissioner's Administration Building to watch a Commissioner's meeting. But, take advantage, like the newspapers do, of the videotape to get accuracy. I mean,
That's why they hold them during the day.
county delegation members cannot go to every single Commissioner's meeting. Some do, not all of them, but they do and are taking advantage of the videotape.
So when is the meeting? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. There's free coffee and pastries.
Tax dollars at work.
When next?
and we can,
And if you have not seen the
We're
nursing
gonna pay
home
for
yet,
where's that budget?
if you haven't seen the nursing home yet, see the nursing home. It is
That's
very,
my paper.
it is a very nice building. The patients really enjoy it. The residents really enjoy it.
And this meeting is held where?
It's held at 95 Water Village Road in Ossipee.
Is that a particular building?
That's the county administration building.
Okay, that's what I thought. Any other public comments? One more time, this meeting is adjourned.
You sure now?
I'm done. I don't know what you're doing.